everything's gonna be alright. And when we get there, I'ma see a pretty young thing. I'ma ask her to take my hand, head to the floor, we gon' dance. And when we get there, best believe we gonna do a two-step. Ain't no drama in here, so don't stress. Step to the right, then side to the left.
Good evening, welcome to the Stephen Knight Show. Hope you're having a great one. Hope you had a great day. Listen, for all the fathers and father figures, happy belated Father's Day. I hope you had a good one. Tonight we welcome he does music, he does television, he does movies, and he's also a U.S. soldier. His name is Intellect. He's going to join us to talk about his career and what he's working on currently. Then in Hot Topics, we're talking about everything everyone's talking about. O.J. Simpson and Bill Cosby. Well, O.J.'s on Twitter. And he's just started a Twitter account where he is talking about everything from did he have a relationship with Kris Jenner or not, etc. Bill Cosby, he tweeted yesterday a Father's Day speech, really, and he's gotten backlash. Both of them getting backlash. Then find out why the Upper Marlboro, Maryland's first black mayor, while she resigned after only 2 years. And then Tiffany Haddish, she postpones concerts here because of the abortion laws. We're talking about all that in Hot Topics. I'm all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, and of course our official website, thestephenknightshow.com. You also get your t-shirts. You can learn more about us. Just go to our website. Look, when we come back, Hot Topics, right back after this.
Shaggy.
Yo, it's Pitbull.
Mr. Worldwide, let's show the world how powerful love is.
Got to spread love around the world.
Round and round we go, waiting for the wind to blow. As we walk the streets alone, only love can bring
You know we
us
gotta keep it
home.
low, brother.
We've been powerless and blind,
That's right.
but tomorrow we'll be kind.
Yeah.
Let love guide us through the rain. Forget our yesterday.
Love comes us all.
Only love, love, love brings us together. Only love, 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 love forever.
Love alone can unite the world.
Only love forever.
Cross up the show.
Only love, 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 love
Only love can conquer all the mountains when the cold makes you warm again. Only love heals a broken heart within two it's hard work came through the storm again. Find the joy, let go of the past. Love invade your walls like a Trojan horse again. Can't give up, won't give in. Find the strength from within. Ask yourself, can you lose my heart again? I know you're hurting, but baby, let my love set you free. I'll never let you fall. Let's go, girl, you can trust in me. Forever in my eyes, you'll always be the one for me. I'll always love you until they beat up my unity.
Only love, love, love brings us together. Only love, 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 love forever. Only love, only love, 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 love forever.
Love heals all, love kills war. I love the hustle, but I love you more. Ride or die, that's what love is for. Believe it or not, God loves us all. When I was down and out, you were down with me. Things got deep, you drowned with me. And if there was heat, I know you caught back, click, clack, spit around with me. Blow a pan with me, hold it down with me. Tell all them haters they can come get me. It's us against the world, 150. I love Miami, that's my city. It's all good, all good. Love is love, love is love. Shaggy people, it's all on us.
Only love, love, love brings us together. Only love, 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 love forever. Only only love, 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 love forever. Round and round and round we go, waiting for the wind to blow. As we walk this world alone, only love can bring us home.
I wanna sit down somewhere. I want you to put your love sign up right now. Throw the hands up right now. Throw your love signs up.
Only love, love, love. Only love, 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 love forever.
This is Beverly Peel, and you're listening to The Stephen Knight Show.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Miss Parker, how you feeling?
Happy Monday. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. How was your weekend?
Surprisingly kind of eventful. Went out to hang out with some friends on Saturday afternoon, late afternoon. They turned out it was actually a birthday party and a welcome home party at a
Oh, nice.
top pool. Had a great time.
Yeah, I saw you look good in your bathing
Hung
suit.
out with them. Thank you. Went out to a few other places.
Yes, Lord.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 2 workouts today.
Right.
It doesn't come easy.
Exactly.
But it was fun, and then we hung out later on that night. And yesterday, my girlfriend, who does the promotions at that brunch spot, was actually her birthday, so she had a birthday at that spot, like a brunch party, day party.
Oh, nice.
At Truth. So went by to show her some love, and then just came home. But it was a good weekend. How was
That's
your
good.
weekend?
My weekend was cool. I didn't do a whole lot. I did go out to eat on Saturday, and then yesterday I just watched Netflix. But this morning I was supposed to be downtown for a meeting at 8 o'clock, right? And I set my alarm clock for, because you know Atlanta traffic, it's unpredictable. So I set my alarm clock for 6:20 and 6:45. That's usually what time I go to the gym. Not on Mondays though. Mondays I don't. But anyway, and so my boss is calling me, and it's 7:30, and I'm at 7:20, and I was asleep. I said, shoot. Thank God I had everything laid out. So I didn't answer, but I rushed to get in the car, and I call her. She said, hey, did you get my messages and my text messages? I said, no. And I'm in the car driving. She said, yeah, we must move the meeting back to Thursday morning. I said, thank you, Lord. I said, oh, yeah, I was on my way. I did a U-turn right in my neighborhood, came back, and I said, God, it's so good. Because I did not want to deal with that traffic. But it worked out. Chicken, how was your weekend?
Yeah, you would have been late. You would have been late.
I would have been late, yeah. Yep. How was your weekend, Chicken?
My weekend was good. I did visiting. I don't know if anyone else does this practice. I was kind of raised doing it, so maybe once a month or every other month, we'll just start traveling and visit friends that you haven't seen in a while, just to catch up, spend a little time with them, then you move on to the next.
Yeah.
But of course, you make a schedule about it, but it's a day just for that.
Okay.
So you just catch up with your friends, because, you know, life tends to keep us busy and pull us away from certain situations sometimes, so you have to make time.
I like that. I really like that.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah. So I went visiting.
Nice. All right, well, our question of the day is, do you believe people can change? Ms. Parker.
Yes, absolutely. I think people can change, but it has to be at their own timing and at their own desires.
Okay. Chica.
You know what I said. Anything's possible with God's help. As long as you bring the almighty power into it, anything is possible.
I agree. Both of you. I think it takes a lot of work. It takes faith. But it can be done. I think it can be done. I think most people don't change as much as they think they do, but it can be done. That's what I think.
Well, let me just say this, though, for people that are on that journey. The key factor in changing and wanting to change is dealing with your own truth.
Yeah.
Once you deal with your own truth, changes, it's like it falls into place, like meat off the bone.
Exactly. That's true. Well, tweet us at home and let us know, do you believe people can change? Stephen Knight Show, SHO. All right, hot topic. So, as we know, yesterday was Father's Day, so happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers and father figures out there. Well, your boy Bill Cosby, he tweeted from jail, and everyone thought it was a PR stunt. They thought his team had done it. But apparently it came from Cosby. His rep confirmed. He called his rep, Andrew Wyatt. This is what TMZ is reporting. That Bill called from prison every Sunday night wanting to get the Father's Day message out to the public from his official social media accounts. Wyatt says Bill dictated through the phone call what exactly he wanted to say. So Wyatt says that Bill does this often. He's on with his team on the phone calls and face-to-face about 3 to 4 times a month. So in his video, his post, he says, Hey, it's America's dad. I know it's late, but to all the dads, it's an honor to be called father. So let's make today a renewed oath to fulfilling our purpose, strengthening our families and communities. In the video he posted, it was a throwback video from an old CBS Black History Month, and he's speaking in it, and he says, America invented the cruelest slavery in the history of the world because it broke in black families. After slavery was over, America kept breaking up black men's families, and that's some awful history to teach. Now, as you can imagine, his post received some backlash because it came from him. But, because of his old charges and everything. But his rep says that the reason why he called himself America's dad is because that's what everyone calls him inside jail. They're calling him their dad. And so he was just playing off of that. What are your thoughts, Ms. Parker?
I don't have any. You know, we wish everyone a happy Father's Day, and you know, great for him.
Okay. What about you, Chike?
I'm more than sure that Mr. Cosby is locked away with his regrets. He has a lot of time to think, and I think that he's probably thinking like abundant amount. And he's an artist; he has to get it out, and this is what he's going to do.
Yeah.
So, and I'm also sure he's missing his children too. You know, especially his son and his daughter that passed away. So I know he's probably feeling some type of way, and he needs an outlet. And the outlet has to be, I guess, you know, part of it is ego too, because he is an artist and he was who he was. He's trying to still exercise his Bill Cosby-ness.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, I think it's ego, and I think it's something wrong with the fact that you can't understand that you've been accused and found guilty of these things, and you can't just sit down somewhere. You can't just sit down somewhere.
That's the ego. That's the ego part. It won't let him.
He has that OJ syndrome.
Yeah, that was talking about OJ. Yeah, OJ did the same thing. We're talking about the next. He actually
Can't have a seat. No matter how many times they put him in jail, no matter. Can't have a seat.
Right. He took the OJ. We're talking about that. He took to Twitter, but not only that, he's shown complete inability to understand how Twitter works. Instead of typing out his words, he's having someone record videos giving him mini monologues that are a little weird, people are thinking. In his recent video, I think he's done two, he said that Khloe Kardashian is not his daughter, and that he has never had any relations with Kris Jenner. He said he never saw her that way. As you know, he was good friends with her her deceased husband, ex-husband, the Kardashian father. Rob Kardashian.
He posted that on Twitter.
Yeah, he made a video and he said that he never saw Kris that way, and that he's very proud of Khloe as he is of all the Kardashian daughters, but that is definitely not his daughter. He said we've never had any kind of relationship like that. And so what he's doing in these videos, not tweeting, but his videos he's posting, he is cleaning up a lot of the rumors. But the reason why people are upset, the fact that he's doing this, is because he did it the 25th anniversary, day after the 25th anniversary of his ex-wife and her friend, their murder. And they're thinking it's insensitive. Again, it's that ego, and people aren't really having it. They're calling him a murderer. You know how people are online. Do you think that he should be out there on Twitter making these videos, Ms. Parker?
I mean, he can do what he wants to do, but is it a smart idea? No.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's
I mean, I think he. First of all, I will never understand how much ego you have to be graced with freedom.
Right.
Graced with freedom.
Yep.
Murdering two people because we all know OJ did it.
He did it.
Graced with freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't sit down.
Right. Can't sit down. Because even after you got...
Like doing things to get rearrested.
Yeah.
I mean, just almost like you're untouchable, but you know you're not.
Exactly.
It's just, to me, it's almost like a form of mental illness at that point.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Chike?
Again, ego. You know, if anything, his ego is probably bigger than Bill's.
Yeah.
Honest.
I agree.
But I will say this. If you think that OJ is going to sit down anytime soon, he's not. I'm sure that all of this is gearing up to probably a book or something. And I heard some talk in the past about him possibly doing a reality show. OJ's not going to sit down. OJ's going to continue. He's going to spin this. There's
this guy who, I think he's coming out with a book, or I know he did an interview, but he's coming out in a book, and he used to work with OJ, or I forgot how he was related to OJ in terms of professionally, but he was really close to OJ apparently, and he said in an interview that he was in a hot tub one time, and OJ and Kris Jenner were in there, and they were having sex in the hot tub.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. So I wonder if that's why he made this particular video, that we've never had that kind of relationship or whatever.
Wow.
But yeah, all of them need to sit down. OJ's 70-something years old. Please sit down.
Well, look, listen. They're all older men. They're all older. And I'm jumping ahead of myself. We have that dude that's in that office. We have OJ, and now we have the Bill Cosby.
Yep.
All on Twitter.
Dominating Twitter, right? Exactly. Okay, well, last week, Cassie and her new boyfriend, Alex Fine, they announced that she was pregnant with their child. Cassie, as you know, she dated P. Diddy for 11 years. And so Diddy took to Instagram and he congratulated them. He said, and so people said he was taking the high road and whatnot. Well, Alex Fine apparently is not really feeling it because someone commented on Diddy's post and said, Diddy really tried to steal your moment along with your photo. I think people can see now who he really is. He has no place in the future you two have built. You're obviously a man with a heart, integrity, and the right values. Blessings to you all. He liked it. So what they were saying is that Diddy went on Alex's page, copied the picture that Alex posted, and then he congratulated them, but he tagged Cassie and didn't tag Alex. So they saw it as him being petty, really, not really taking the high road. Do you think there's something to this, Ms. Parker?
I think people are reading the stuff so much, and they don't have their own lives. They're dissecting somebody else's lives without even knowing the details.
Right.
Do I think Cassie and her new man could have done without a congratulations from Diddy? Given on how the situation was, he was her trainer, and Diddy has some issues with her dating him. But I think people grow and move past things. Yes, there's going to be some hurt feelings in the beginning of any breakup. But I think Diddy is having a lot of issues with the fact that he hasn't treated women well. That he's had really good women in his life that he really hasn't been a good man to. But we have to give people a space to grow and change. We have to say, okay, well, this person that you represented wasn't the right, he's a great father. He represents that well. But as far as being a great mate, he's never represented that well. And so maybe he wants to make a change. Maybe this is his way of trying to find that lane to do so. But I think as society, we have to just we don't have to comment on everything. We don't have to comment on everything. Like the picture, you don't have to drag everybody, and keep it moving. Wish them well. But maybe it came from a good place. Like, we don't know. And I don't think it was him being petty. I think he realized that he lost a good woman, and maybe that was his way of saying, hey, let's just have truth, and congratulations to you and your new family.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs that so he can move on. But we never know. But I just think people make up all these stories and all this drama, and then I never understand why celebrities keep their comments on. Like, I still
you always say that.
Yeah. But I wouldn't want to read random people's thoughts about me. Like, I wouldn't even care. So, but best of luck to her. I'm happy for her. She seems to be happy and seems to be a really cute couple. So.
Yeah. Chica?
I didn't take it that deep. I look at it like Diddy is a brand. Cassie is still a part of his brand. He'll still continue to make money off of her. And the way that social media is used, it was almost like an endorsement. Yes, he probably is. I'm not saying that he doesn't want to congratulate her or anything like that. He probably did. And also, like to show of gratitude, he gave that an endorsement by taking the picture and putting it on his page and saying the comment as well. So he kind of gave him a thumbs up and a check, because these people's social media ties into their business. Everything that they show you is for a reason. They don't just show you stuff to just be showing you. It's strategic. A lot of it is. Just to keep you in their branding, in their cipher of information.
Yeah,
so it was an endorsement.
When we interviewed supermodel Beverly Peele, I didn't realize that someone has a job title of social media manager. I didn't know that. You know, I know people were running other people's social media, but I know it was actual profession. And her daughter is a influencer on social media, and she has a manager. So she was telling her mom she'd get one because she's joined it. And I think it's strategic. But I also think if first of all, if I'm the kind of person, if I'm feeling some kind of way about it, I'm not going to publicly congratulate them. You know what I'm saying? So I think people are looking into it a little bit more. But like, as Ms. Parker said, we wish them all three, but especially the couple, the best with their new baby to come. All right, let's take a quick break. We come back, find out why the first black mayor of Upper Marlboro, Maryland, is resigning after only 2 years. Right back after this.
I thought I was enough for you, baby, but I guess I was wrong. What does she got that I ain't got? What can she do that I can't do? I got the beauty and the brains, but love made you go insane, and now you wanna walk away and give all your love away. I put in the time, and you're still not mine. Ooh, you're so stupid, baby. I'm the baddest. You could have had it. How could you lose me? baddest. You could have had it. How could you lose me? Baby, I'm the baddest. You could have had it. How could you lose me?
Okay, hey, this is Darius McCurry, and you're listening to the Stephen Knight Show. Don't touch that dial.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. I want to remind you we're all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, and of course our official website is StephenKnightShow.com. You can also check us out on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. You know, just go to our website, StephenKnightShow.com. All right, so looks like Jussie Smollett isn't the only Lion brother who's in trouble with the law. According to TMZ, Bashir Gray, he plays the youngest son. I can't think of his name. But anyway, he plays the
Hakeem.
Hakeem, yes. Hakeem, he was recently arrested for driving-related offenses. Now, apparently the 25-year-old was driving without a license or registration, but that's not all. Bashir was in Chicago Thursday when he was pulled over for a registration issue. The tags did not match the car. Cops then discovered that he was driving his 2014 Rolls Royce without a license or insurance. Now, TMZ reports that the actor was booked on misdemeanor registration that was not authorized on the vehicle and released. He was also cited for not having license and insurance. Is this a big deal?
My thing is, why doesn't he have a license or insurance?
Right, right. Especially driving a Rolls Royce.
Can't even pass that.
Yeah.
Like, why would he not have a license and insurance? I mean, just out here living the hood life.
Right, right.
He got money.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know how big it's going to be for his career, but I just think it's dumb.
Did you see his mugshot?
Yeah.
Them plaits. I wonder what he's doing with the...
Looks like he's on hard drugs.
Yeah, what are you doing with the plaits? But they look like they were fake. But Chicken, what are your thoughts?
They're extensions.
Yeah.
So Mr. Bashir is from here. He's from this area.
Mm-hmm.
I actually know his mother.
Okay.
And hood is as hood does. I mean, no offense, but some of the same behaviors. It's almost like why certain people get means, and money and means and access, and you still resort back to that behavior that you exhibited before that. It's just there. And honestly, I don't think that he's probably ever had a license because he was making money and he was doing things at a very young age. And to be around and see him in the mix of people take care of him. And not in the sense that they're doting on him hand to foot, but he has a driver to take him to appointments. He doesn't really have to travel alone. If he, for the most part, he doesn't. So I could see him trying to floss, trying to show off. And he had this car that he can't drive because he doesn't have a license, so he put tags on it and decided to show off and got caught.
I remember years ago, me and Ms. Parker, we were reading a story about the heiress to the people that own Walmart got arrested for like her third DUI. With all that money, why are you driving? He could get his driver to take him where he needed to go. You know what I'm saying? This just makes no sense to me. Trying to keep things secret, being by yourself, because you're always around people when you have money. It's
so
true.
Trying to sneak off and be by yourself, got caught.
No, she's had like over 12. She's been in and out of rehab for close to 20 years. She's like 50.
Wow.
And that's probably what she's doing, sneaking off to get her drink.
Yeah, she has drugs and alcohol.
That's not funny. God bless her.
God bless her. All right, well, Maryland mayor, she's stepping down after only 2 years from her position after being a victim of racist attacks and bullying. According to NBC4, Mayor Tanya Turner of Upper Marlboro is resigning, and residents claim it isn't until she made her announcement that the alarming incidents came to light. So she released a statement just saying that she was stepping down as of June 21st, 2019. She no longer will be serving as mayor and president of the board of commissioners for the town of Upper Marlboro. Excuse me. She wrote in a letter which cited progress in having secured over $800,000 in grants, legislation, legislation, that advanced economic development and the creation of an outreach team that was focused on diversity and inclusion. But it turns out she was receiving these threats, and even someone slashed her tires at a town hall meeting. Someone was caught sketching swastikas on a yellow pad while she was speaking, and it ended up being the former mayor that was there before her. And so they said that she's gone through a lot, and it's been very trying for her. But the townspeople are saying that they think it's because she was not accepting the status quo and she was shaking things up, and that wasn't accepted to a lot of people. But the interesting fact is that Upper Marlboro is a part of Prince George's County, Maryland, which is predominantly black. And of course, white folks live there. But the town is like 657 people. What are your thoughts? Would you quit, Ms. Parker?
So I'm trying to figure out. That you said a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So she left because she said she's been getting threats. But the town is majority white or black?
It's majority black, but there are still white people there.
Okay. Everything sometimes is not always racist. She could just be doing a poor job.
Well,
it's very possible she could be doing a poor job. So, depending on who the offenders are, because usually white folks don't care about black communities that much to be causing issues.
Well, she was being called names. They were drawing swastikas and putting up signs, but they're racist signs and stuff like that.
Obvious racist,
yeah.
Racist. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely sad.
You think that would make you step down?
I would leave a job. Yes, I would leave a job.
Yeah.
Because a peace of mind is more important.
That's true.
And personal safety.
Yeah. I mean, slashing your tires and all that. What do you think, Chica?
Personal safety. No job is worth that.
Right.
I'm a little different. I'm from the hood. I'm from Camden, New Jersey. We're fighting this thing all the way out. I'm going to use every law that I can. I'm arresting everyone. Did you scratch that in? Okay, that's vandalism. You're going to jail. You slashing tires is vandalism. You're going to jail. You're the mayor. You can have duty. You can have people watch you 24/7 if you need to, because you're the boss. So we will be catching that. We will be out there. They writing, pull them in.
Wow.
You burning flags, we pulling you in. I would. It would be like almost martial law in the city.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I think it just depends on what you're willing to deal with. Well, our last story, Tiffany Haddish, she was supposed to be coming to Atlanta, I believe this weekend. She had a couple of shows scheduled, but she has canceled the show, or postponed the shows in light of the abortion laws that Georgia is looking to have effective January 1st, excuse me. She said that she calls it a new form of slavery. And she said that if she can't do what she wants with her body, she can't see bringing money to the city. Now, other movie companies, that create movies here and all that, they're talking about leaving Georgia, not making movies in Georgia if this law goes into place in January. And they said that brings over 9 something million. The money, it comes to Georgia. It brings that money to the state. Do you think that if Georgia starts losing money, that they will revisit this law, Ms. Parker?
Well, they've already, I watched a special. They already did a special on like a noontime special or whatever, and interview the people who are who make these arrangements for movies, and they said they haven't lost any business, any real business. And obviously things cancel and people change their minds about location, but they're saying that so far from the stuff that they've booked and approved, it hasn't gone down number-wise.
Oh, okay. In terms of for next year? In terms of for next year production?
No, it's not production people. So in order for a film to be done here, they have to have city approval.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right. You have to go through channels of approval from like the city. There's a department that approves it.
Right.
Right. Site and all that stuff. they're saying that they have not seen any decrease in requests to have stuff, work done here, film done, and movies and TV shows. They haven't seen it. But I do think it's people's personal responsibility to protest what affects what people are saying. But I don't think we should always do stuff to have this big outcome. I think sometimes you do stuff just for your own morals, for your own conscience. I don't think it always has to be tied to, are they losing money or are they suffering? I think sometimes you just make decisions based on what your morals are. And if you can sleep at night, and if you can support a city that does, a state that will pass a law like this. So regardless of what the outcome is, I think if she makes a decision from her conscience, I'm definitely in support of that. And I think there are other people who would like to do that, but I'm just saying I don't think it's that simple. I think the decision not to film somewhere is a decision that comes from the top, and I think the people that really at the top making these decisions don't care.
Well, it's saying Netflix and Disney may stop filming if that law goes into place in January.
But we'll see if it really happens.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what they may do.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Is what I'm saying. Because people ain't no concern on it. They were like, from what they were like, we get requests. We've been getting requests in from all those people who said they won't film here. We've been getting requests in, and the request hasn't stopped coming. So maybe they're lying. But what I'm saying is, because it's made at the top, and I think people who make these decisions are people who are similar to the people who passed the law. If you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I think publicity at first is going to say, oh well, Netflix said they're going to probably stop. Until it happens, then we'll see.
Okay, Chicken, what are your thoughts?
So the reason that people film there in Georgia is because it's relatively cheap compared to other states.
Right, yeah.
And there's a lot of natural resources still in that state for them to film a lot of different things. So Georgia is rich with that type of business right now because it's a hot commodity.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I agree with Ms. Parker about the heads on top. They're going to make money. That's what they're about.
Mm-hmm.
And probably from now until probably some point into next year, business is still going to be business as usual simply because contracts have been signed. I don't care what you feel, what kind of moral hi-hat you want to get on. If your name has been John Hancock onto a contract that's going to force you to work for the next 3 or 4 years in that state that you don't want to work, you're locked into it unless you want to sue. So I'm sure they're probably locked in for at least probably about 10 years as far as movies are concerned, maybe even more, because it's a schedule, and they schedule out. So they're going to make some money.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing is moving forward with new projects. If actors and actresses, production hands, anyone that works on staff of a movie, if they decide to take that stance and it trickles down like underneath the figureheads, then it could probably force the figureheads to do something. But until then, it's going to be what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, we're saying some of the actors on some of the shows that Netflix shoots, they're talking about possibly not refusing to come film here. So we'll see how it all plays out. It'll be interesting to see, again, if people say if they're going to do what they're going to do, if this law does become effective in January. So we'll see. We'll see. Definitely watching. Ms. Parker, as always, thank you so much for Hot Topics. Have a great week. And Cheeky, I'll see you in movie reviews.
Yes, sir.
All right. When we come back.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Thank you, Ms. Parker. When we come back, our interview with Intellect, right back after this.
You are
the closest thing to perfect. I sleep by the phone, waiting for your call. I'm prepared to give you all. Oh no, baby, love don't come that easy. You gotta put it on. You gotta make sure I hang. Love don't come that easy. I cry for you, baby. You gotta sacrifice every day. You gotta make sure you're willing to change. Love, love, love. Love, 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 oh, love, 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 oh, love, 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 don't come easy,
Hi, this is Dr. Heavenly from Bravo TV's Married to Medicine, and you are listening to The Stephen Knight Show.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Our guest tonight is a hip-hop recording artist, songwriter, actor, and U.S. military soldier from Pensacola, Florida. Last year, he released his first independent album entitled Out of Left Field, which placed him as one of the top rising artists and best new music on Reverb Nation. Please help me welcome the very talented Intellect. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
I definitely appreciate you taking time. You're a busy man. You're a busy man, so it's definitely our pleasure to have you on tonight. So, tell us a little bit about your background and kind of how you got started into the music business initially.
Oh man, I've pretty much been in music my whole life, man. My granddad, played the piano in church when I was a kid, and like on my father's side of the family, all the men sang.
Okay.
So I was always around music. I was, in choir as a kid. And then going to, getting to junior high school and high school, you had two options. You either play ball or you went to choir rehearsal at the same time.
Exactly.
So like every other athlete, I played ball.
Yeah.
But I kept writing. I always used to write. Like when I remember I was in like the 4th, 5th grade during the summers. Like my favorite books, I would sit down and I would just write everything I read in the book,
wow.
like word for word, just because I enjoyed just the art of writing. So, that transitioned into like hip hop. I started doing like poetry slams and stuff to some friends that got me into that. And like I was like a little b-boy back in the day, like a little bit with like the pop and lock thing.
All right, yeah, you gotta do it.
Like I got the bug, man. Listening to like Rakim, and then and then Eric Sermon and EPMD, and then Nas came out, and like Jay-Z came out, the Lost Boys, the Beastie Boys, the Fat Boys, like taking it back.
Yeah.
Like those were the folks, MC Shan, and Grand Puma, like all those folks are the ones that like
inspired
me into music. Where it was like, I could do this too, listening to like Slick Rick's like his vivid imagination and like his crazy stories, like I was like, man, I want to be able to, do that, and like it stuck with me. But joining the military and college and stuff, like it's hard trying to do that full time and do a full time job. So, I was always in and out, and so like 2010, I kind of like really got in it, but went back overseas, so I had to get out. So once I was done doing like active duty stuff and just working for the government, contracting and whatnot, I decided that I was really going to just put forth the effort, and I had made enough friends in the industry where I could just do a whole album and just like, I took my money I was making from helping create season 2 of Quantico and use that to finance paying for my musicians, my studio time, everything, because we didn't create beats with digital sounds. We got people to play instruments, live instruments, like my guitarist may have been from Spain, for example.
Wow.
We went that route to make like real hip hop, where we took like dope beats and, you know, with dope bars, but to the level of like where we had a whole band, but our band may not be in the same place at the same time.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's the great thing about technology. You don't really have to be in the same place at the time. But let me ask you, let's back up a little bit, because you mentioned being on Quantico. You know, you've done a lot of work on television. How did you get started in there? Get started from that point?
Oh man, it was literally a chance encounter. So me and a buddy of mine who was retired from the CIA, we were training Navy SEALs, you know, one summer, you know, helping them do some exercise stuff. And we were sitting down having a beer, and he was like, "Hey man," you know, he's an older guy. He was like, "You know, a buddy of mine needs somebody to help with this TV show," which turned out to be the show Hunted, that ended up coming on like CBS or ABC or something. And he's like, "You know, they could really use like your skill set. Do you mind if I pass your number?" And I was like, "No, man, sure." So he passed my number to this guy named Tim Clementi, who introduced me to his brother Jim Clementi. Well, lo and behold, like these guys are like the brainchild for Criminal Minds, like retired FBI officer, you know. So I became good friends with them over time, you know, and they became mentors on the government side too. And the Hunted thing didn't work out. But another day he calls. He's like, "Hey, man, can you go to New York?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got family there. I'm going there anyway." And Jimmy's like, "I want you to meet some people." So I was like, "All right, who am I going to meet?" He's like, "I want you to talk to some people from ABC." He's like, "You know, the TV show Quantico, you know, they, you know, we had somebody consult for them on the first season, and they were really interested in you for the second season."
Wow.
You know, and I'm like, "Well, it's an FBI show." He's like, "Yeah, but they don't really want to do the FBI. They want to do something circle around like the organization you came from." You know, because I came from a sister agency. So I went there and we chopped it up for what was supposed to be 2 hours and turned into like a 7-8 hour meeting.
Wow.
And we had like half the show like scripted out on a whiteboard, and I was hired. You know,
that's crazy. Yeah.
You know, yeah. So I was asked to go to New York, and I told Jimmy, I was like, "Yeah, sure, man, I'll go. You know, who do you need me to meet there?" And he's like, "I want you to talk to some people from ABC." I said, "Okay, about what?" And it was like, "Do you know the TV show Quantico?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, we had someone on the first season, and they're really interested in you for the second season." I said, "Okay, but it's all FBI." I was like, "Well, the second season would be from, you know, your organization, you know, the CIA where you worked at. You know, they're interested in centering the show around that." So I went there and met with them. It was supposed to be a 2 hour meeting, and we met for, you know, 7-8 hours and scripted out like the first half of the season.
That's crazy.
You know, on a whiteboard. Yeah, man. You know, and so that was a blessing in itself, which helped start the finance of the album. And then after that season was over, you know, a few months later, one of the assistant directors I worked with there gave me a call, and she said, "Hey, I'm doing this new TV show. You know, would you like to work with me on it?" And I was like, "Sure." And then that turned out to be the show Enemy Within with Morris Chestnut that's on NBC right now.
Yeah.
You know, and that was cool. He's actually a pretty cool character, man.
Really?
Getting to meet with him and work with him. Yeah, he's pretty down to earth. Him and Jennifer Carpenter are some really, really cool people. So, you know, I got to do like a little cameo, like in the pilot episode, which was cool.
Yeah.
You know, and that turned out to be a blessing, because then that got me my SAG card. You know, as a principal role or lead actor.
Exactly.
Which led me to like the movie role I'm filming like literally in July this year. So,
I mean, can you believe? Can you believe out of a chance meeting, and then you now have this television and about to start a movie career? Can you believe it?
No, man, it's crazy, man. So like everywhere I go, everyone I talk to, I try to tell them, you know, at least what happened to me and the things that I did, so that other people can try to do the same thing, because there's not enough of us young people that's trying to help each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
See, you know, and then
so
also
competitive.
using that platform to, you know, and using that platform to talk about, you know, issues without a political bias.
Right.
You know, things that are happening wrong, like on both sides, whether it's like shootings or, you know, difference between cops and like citizens in the community, you know, all these different things that are happening, you know, in our own country, you know, that we do address, so I don't want to say that nobody else that talks about it, but everybody has a spin on it.
Right.
And no one seems to come together to say, hey, let's just be people for a moment.
Yeah, everyone's pointing fingers. That's true. That's very true. Yeah.
Let's just be people and admit that there is wrong on both sides.
Yeah.
You know, and then I think we'll be at a point where we could probably move forward in some things.
Yeah, and I think also is being able to listen to each other as well. You know what I mean? To hear this group's concern, hear this group's concern, and see how we come together and make it better for both people. You both, like you said, both sides. So yeah, I think that's very important.
Yeah. You know, I've been on both sides. You know, I grew up in the hood.
Yeah.
You know, but I also work with law enforcement, trained cops.
Exactly.
I know what it's like on both sides, and I know that both sides are both wrong. And if we should know anything, like, two wrongs don't make a right. If we continue yelling at each other, we're never going to get anywhere.
That's true. Very true. Very true. Well, what can you tell us about this project you're about to start working on in July?
So the movie is called Chaw, C-H-A-A-W.
Okay.
It literally talks about all the things that's happening in our country right now. So it's a story of these 4 college kids who graduate college, all different races, so Chinese, African American, Hispanic, and white, and they're all best friends, and they all graduate together.
Okay.
But it centers around, like, all the different social injustices, you know, and stereotypes, whether it's wealth, drugs, you know, money, you know, the fact that, you know, depending on your skin color, like, you may get favoritism in one area, but, you know, and not in other areas, you know, without giving away too much. But the focal point of it all is no matter what happens within their outer spheres, they always come together and talk to each other, and their friendship is what is maintained throughout the show to kind of set an example of, you know, if these young kids can do it, you know, amidst all of the other stuff that's happening, whether it's, you know, a cop racial profiling or, you know, Asian Americans getting their folks, you know, ahead to get the good job because they have someone on the inside, or a white person who's inheriting, like, you know, money, but there's, like, other stuff going on in theirs, you know. But, you know, if all these things can happen around them and they are still able to not see the color of their own skin, they just see each other for who they are as people to each other, why the hell can't everybody else?
That's very true. That's very true. As you start shooting that in July, I know you're excited about that. Definitely.
Yeah, man. I get to work with, like, Big Daddy Kane and Biz Marquee, man.
That's right up your lane,
man, huh? Yeah, man. Like I feel like a little kid, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't know whether to, like, hand him a CD or ask him for an autograph.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Exactly.
You know?
I feel you. Well, I mentioned earlier that last year you came out with your first independent album entitled Out of Left Field. What's next for you musically?
So I actually just came up with the title of the EP that we'll be releasing later this year.
Okay.
And it's called Depth.
Depth.
So very simple, very clean.
Yeah.
You know, and it's self-explanatory because there's a lot of depth to it. It'll be a 5, maybe 6 record EP.
Okay.
Because I'm working on I just signed a single deal with Sound Alive Records, working with E. Smitty, who produces for, you know, a lot of greats, you know, Kendrick Lamar's, some people from their camp and stuff. So, you know, I just tracked the beat from them, so I should be in the studio next week to actually go record that.
Yes,
and that will probably make the EP, but it's just a real, you know, it's just a real raw thing. You know, we'll have, you know, those 3 singles coming off. You know, the first to be Scarface Fitted, which is, like, one of my favorite movies in the world. You know, so we got the record, like, I kind of personify that, but talking about, like, how that relates to hip hop and, you know, that love that, you know, Tony Montana had for you know, Michelle Pfeiffer in the movie, you know, she is now personified as hip hop, and like there's all these different like metaphors and things about that, you know, and like the lengths that, you know, at least me as an MC would go, you know, to keep, attain, and, you know, protect, you know, hip hop.
Right, yeah, that sounds great. So you got a busy year ahead of you. That's awesome, man. Congratulations on everything you have going on. For sure.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, it's you know, it's definitely, like I said, definitely a blessing, and you know, just being able to, you know, be on platforms like yours and others where people actually get to hear it. Like, to me, that's the most humbling thing, because being heard, I think, is every artist, whether they're a singer, rock star, pop, whatever.
Right, that's true.
You know, is having people, even whether people like it or not, just having the opportunity to be heard.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I think big. Is, you know, what everybody strives for. So, you know, I appreciate you and like everybody else out there that I connect with, because people wouldn't even know, like, a hit song is never a hit song if nobody's ever heard it.
That's true. That's true. That's very true. Well, tell everyone where they can keep up with you on your social media, website. Where's the best way to keep up with everything you have going on, hear the music and all that?
So I'm pretty simple. Like, everything is Intellect Music, the number 1.
Okay.
At the end. So that's SoundCloud, Facebook, Twitter. I'm on Spotify. You can just look up Intellect and you can find me, and I'm on like Deezer and whatever, Pandora, whatever people have as far as streaming music services, YouTube, Tidal, all of those things. And then the website will be standing up here pretty soon, which will be therealintellect.com. So we'll have that up in the coming weeks, just going through like some rebranding stuff and trying to get our logos and icons and everything, you know, straight.
Most definitely.
For the release of the EP. So that's where everyone can find me. I'm on, you know, all those platforms on social media. And, you know, if you do reach out, I am not like most other artists. If you reach out and talk to me, I will talk to you personally.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, if you wanna connect, definitely connect. It don't have to be about music. It don't have to be about a feature. You can have an opinion. You might just want to say hi. You might want to say your music sucks. If you do say that, I challenge you to. You
don't want to hear that.
Why?
Right. Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
You know, no. Like, I want to hear all feedback. Like, if you got, you know, constructive criticism and stuff, like, bring it, because it only helps me grow as an artist, knowing, you know, what's coming from like the listeners' perspective.
That is true.
You know, too.
Very true. Very
true. Just be substantial in your, you know, in your remarks. Don't be like, well, you suck just because I don't like it. Like, well, to me, that don't mean anything.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
That's great. Like, I don't like mayonnaise.
Right.
So I can tell you why.
Exactly. You know? That's real, though. That's real. Well, listen, man, I want to thank you so much for taking time out your schedule. Congratulations on everything you have going on, the new music, the upcoming movie. And you got to come back on and tell us about the movie when after you finish filming it.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, we plan for a release of May 2020 in theaters. And, by the way, for all of my folks who are listening out in Philly, come see me next Monday on Memorial Day at the Voltage Lounge.
Nice.
So we'll rock it. We'll rock it out there.
Most definitely. Listen, our thanks goes out to Intellect for joining us tonight. For more information, please go to our website, thestephenknightshow.com, and we'll be right back after this.
If it's only for the ones, we can make that happen, baby, we can make that happen. I know you're feeling me, I see the signs. You look like you're single and just about ready to be mine. So, girl, it ain't no problem, baby, girl, it ain't no problem. Hey, it ain't a problem, girl. About to show you a little bit of my world. So good that I'ma make your toes curl. Bumping, grinding whenever that waist twirl. shawty, I bet you happy that you showed up. Showed up, gonna turn that freaky mode up. No, hold up, I'm about to pick the flow up. Load up in your body, and after that, I'ma blow up. I wanna see your body, body all over me. I know that you're the truth, cause right now, baby, you're giving me all the proof. Oh, just let me get into you. I don't caught your attention, now you want me to. Got curiosity on your mind, so we ain't about to waste no more time. You just wanna have fun. Well, girl, it ain't no problem. No, it ain't no problem if it's only for the once. And we can make that happen, baby, we can make that happen. I know you're feeling me, I see the signs. You look like you're single and just about ready to be mine. So, girl, it ain't no problem. Baby, girl, it ain't no problem, hey. No, I ain't looking for love. Glad you feel the same, cause we ain't both been through enough. But I still want you, girl, you know I don't ever bluff. We can make love tonight, tomorrow, keep it at what's up, yeah. You gon' like it, just roll with it. Hit my phone when you is home alone with it. It ain't a question, you know that I'm gon' come with it. Probably help you with a couple new tones with it, hey. We can do this right here. I don't kiss and tell, so you run up in the bed. Started on the couch, then we take it to the bed. Keep it moving like what we said, oh, oh. Staying classified. We're helping each other, keep each other satisfied, hey. Between us two, we gon' keep on doing what we do. You just wanna have fun. Well, girl, it ain't no problem. No, it ain't no problem. If it's only for the once, and we can make that happen. Baby, we can make that happen. I know you're feeling me, I see the signs. You look like you're single and just about ready to be mine. So, girl, it ain't no problem. Baby, girl, it ain't no problem. We just wanna have fun. Well, girl, it ain't no problem. No, it ain't no problem. If it's only for the once, and we can make that happen. Baby, we can make that happen. I know you're feeling me, I see the signs. You look like you're single and just about ready to be mine. So, girl, it ain't no problem. Baby, girl, it ain't no problem, hey.
I want you more every day. I'll never run out of ways to please you, baby. Hey, I'll never leave you alone. Hey there, lover, you're the one that I adore. I'll never let you go. You're the one that makes me lose control. That makes me lose control. And you're the one I can never let you go. I'll never let you go. I need you. I am night, you're the day. You shine like sunshine. You're my golden lady. Hey, I'll never leave you alone. Hey there, lover, you're the one that I adore. I'll never let you go. You're the one that makes me lose control. That makes me lose control. And you're the one I'll never let you go.
back to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam, how's it going?
It's going well. How are you guys?
Cannot complain. I will let you two get going with movie reviews.
Sure thing. So I'll kick us off, and I actually didn't get a chance to go to the theater this weekend. Actually, it was kind of a and Chica, you'll probably agree, it was kind of a weak weekend for the theater. Let's see, Men in Black International was the only thing that came out, and that opened to a very low weekend opening. So I actually opted to go and check out the latest Netflix movie by Adam Sandler called Murder Mystery. And this one stars Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston, and it's a couple that go on a 15th anniversary vacation to Europe and get involved with these characters, these rich characters that eventually turns into a murder mystery movie all throughout parts of Europe. And I watched it, and it was actually not bad. It's what you're expecting with the Adam Sandler movies, I think, on Netflix these days. But it had a lot of funny parts. I think Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler have really great chemistry. I think they have good back and forth, I guess, or funny back and forth on screen.
Yeah.
So I thought, don't expect too much, but if you're looking for a fun movie with some good jokes and there's some mystery to it too, trying to figure out, who did this and who did that, then I would recommend it, especially if you have a Netflix subscription. Then it's really just an hour and a half of your time.
Right. Without giving.
And then
let me ask you, without giving away, were you surprised who did it?
I was
too. Yeah.
Yeah. They had some twists in there, and people who watch it, you'll see it, and you'll start thinking, "Oh, this person did it," and then something happens. You're like, "Well, maybe that's." And they switch it up a lot.
Yeah.
So it was definitely better than I thought it was going to be, just because it's gotten some low reviews on like Rotten Tomatoes and things like that. But I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
Well, you guys done your job. You made me want to see it.
It was It's not long. It was good. Yeah.
Put it on in the afternoon where you do. I mean, I like paying attention to my movies, so I don't actually like doing other things while watching the movie. But watch it one afternoon. You're just looking for some good laughs, and they'll deliver.
Oh, cool.
And then the only other thing I saw was the Netflix series that you actually saw a little while ago, Chike, and I just want to confirm that it is really good, Dead to Me. And again,
I saw that too.
Mentioned a few weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Christina Applegate, Linda Cardellini, James Marsden, and for anyone who's still not aware, it's a Netflix series about this lady who lost her husband to a hit and run, and she befriends this other lady who we learned by the end of episode 1 was the one who killed the husband of Christina Applegate's character. So we kind of get into their world and things like that. It's produced by a few people, including Will Ferrell and Adam McKay. So it's got a kind of a good backing to it. And I was really impressed. The writing was a little hit and miss here and there, but overall the acting was really well done. Christina Applegate and Linda Cardellini do a great job, and the scenes were shot well. There was great directing and everything like that. And it's really it's only 10 episodes. You can get through it, half an hour roughly each episode. And as you said, Chike, this is really good, well worth a watch. And anyone looking for something new to watch should check it out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. One of the things, Joe, that with ending of each episode, you were jumped up a level in intense drama. Mm-hmm. So it progressively got, heightened as the show went on, because it's all over the place.
I remember when
and there were... Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, I remember when I watched it, I was thinking, I don't know how they're going to do a season 2 until the very end. I said, they have to do a season 2. They have to do the very last scene. They have to do a season 2, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And there were a lot more twists than I thought. I thought it was just going to be a little bit predictable, but they really throw a lot of stuff at you that you didn't see coming, which I thought was great, because, again, I was expecting one thing and something else happened, and little things like that. So, Yeah, so definitely check that to me out. And then again, these are all the Netflix weekends, I guess, but murder mystery as well.
So I did go to the theater, and I went to go see the new zombie release, The Dead Don't Die. It's a zombie film, and this film stars like some of the top notch in Hollywood. I'm just going to run down the names, and it's a lot of stars in this movie. Bill Murray, Adam Driver, Danny Glover, Selena Gomez, Tilda Swinton, and I can never pronounce this woman's name correct. I know it's Chloe Sevigny. She used to be on Big Love. Yeah. She's a really great actress. Steve Buscemi, The RZA, Rosie Perez. I mean, it has a whole lot of stars in this. Now, I know what they were trying to do with this film. They were trying to create a campy zombie movie with throwing all these stars in it. Something like, remember Attack from Mars, how it was so campy, but it made a lot of money, and they were trying to do that with this, but it didn't. I don't think it caught. Like, some of the jokes were like dirty missiles. I maybe have chuckled, and then it's like, oh, and I had the idea in my head when I heard it. Oh, they tried. Like, oh wow, that's how I felt. Like, okay,
oh wow,
what else do you have to offer? But in the gore level, it was very gory. I give them that. The makeup, on the zombies and them eating flesh was awesome. But the storyline, it didn't connect, and it just seems to me like you had all these stars in the movie for what? You didn't use them. You didn't use them. I mean, these are some top-notch, award-winning, artists, and you didn't use them. And I guess if you were using them in the sense of making that campy horror movie, it failed. Like, this is not going to be a cult classic. It's not going to be one of those that you pop in, years from now and say, hey, let's watch this. Let's all get around and watch this. No. Not like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Not like that. Not like Attack from Mars. Not like that. Not like Night of the Living Dead. Not like that. You missed. Sorry.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
Yeah, trash. It made, what did it make? Where did I write it? $2.3 million. And it got 53% from Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
Not that we need Rotten Tomatoes, because Adam and I are our own entity. You should listen to us. We know what we're talking about.
Exactly. Because that Adam Sandler movie got like a 43% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I don't think it was that bad. So,
not like it.
Yeah.
But this movie, no. If you want, you can wait till it comes on DVD or on cable, but watch it when there's nothing else to watch. Sorry.
Ouch.
But not sorry.
That's good to know.
Well, we have a brutal reputation. It's my duty to tell the truth, and that's how I felt.
Yeah,
sorry.
Sure do. Did you watch
but other than that, I'm still watching The Chi, which had its season finale, and the show ended awesomely. Oh man! So I'm at a loss because I don't know what they're going to do with Jason Miller, because he's not coming back to the show, and we're having debates about if they should kill him off or write him off, or if they should change the actor that plays him. And my perception is, I think that if they find an actor with a name and insert him in there, I think they'll be okay. They just can't get another non-named actor and put him in that position and think that he's going to carry it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think that they can move on with another person, but they have to have a name. Just my opinion.
Okay.
So, Claws, I didn't see last night, but I'm going to watch tonight. And so far, that's been good this season. Same old, they always deliver. It's a good drama on that show, and it's funny. Animal Kingdom, still good. And they're having a little sub-story going on because they're dipping back into the lead character's Smurf's background. So as the episodes go on, they're in the present, but there's also a sub-story of her background and I guess how she survived, which I think is pretty cool. And Big Little Lies. Meryl Streep she plays bad so well, and I love her for it. Like she, such the antagonist. I love her for it. Check it out. It's just as good as it was last season, but plus Meryl Streep. So that's like a cherry on top.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, that's what I'm watching.
Well, I saw a movie on Saturday on Netflix called Always Be My Maybe. And the reason why I remember the title, I don't usually remember titles, but because the song they put at the end is Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey. So, anyway, but it stars Ali Wong, who's a comedian, Randall Park, and Keanu Reeves. He actually has a cameo playing himself in there. And so what happens, I'm not going to tell everything, but so Ali and Randall's characters, they meet, they're childhood friends. Allie's mother passed away, and so she becomes really close with his parents. And they get to high school, and then they end up losing their virginity together. It just happened random because they were just friends, and then they just kissed one day, and it happened in the car. And then his mom passed away, and so they're at like McDonald's or something after they had sex, and she mentions his mom and how she misses him and misses her, and he goes off and saying that wasn't really your mom. You don't know what it's like, and so they lose touch. I guess he graduated, lose touch. 16 years later, she becomes this world high-starred chef. So she's opening restaurants all over the world, and she has to go back to where they're from, San Francisco, to open up the new restaurant. Randall's dad is like he has his own company as AC, repair, whatever, and he works for his dad. And so that's how her assistant hired them to do the work for the restaurant. So that's how they reconnect. She's actually at this point engaged to this big baller guy, but he's a jerk. You know what I mean? And so they decided to take a 6-month break because he had to go to India to do some restaurant stuff. And they took a 6-month break. They said they'll date other people just before they get married to make sure it's official. And so take it from there. You'll have to see what happens. Will they be together? We were having a discussion when I was watching because it says always been like, maybe. Will they be together or will they be together? I said I thought they would, but my friend thought they wouldn't. I'll let you all see and see what happens. But it's actually really good. It's like it reminds me a lot of Crazy Rich Asian because it's most of the cast is Asian.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah. It's not at all like Crazy Asian, but just the fact that it's an Asian cast. But Keanu Reeves, he is hilarious in the movie. He's a very interesting person, but he just has a cameo. She ends up dating him at some point, and it's him playing himself, but it's funny. But check it out. I really liked it.
I forgot something else that I'm watching. Doom Patrol I'm watching on the DC app, and also they just introduced Swamp Thing as a series. So this is all in the DC universe. Yes, I'm a geek. I ordered the app, so I watch their programming on the app. For all the comic geeks out there, there is another portal you get access to stuff in the DC app. I had to wind up tweeting them over the weekend because I had to say this, and I guess I'll say it on the radio as well. I've never seen such diversity in programming anywhere else like I see on the DC app. They have so many different characters that are so many different things and so many different ethnicities. I salute you, DC. Seriously, like that. I've never seen that before. It's beautiful.
Nice.
So, I heard Swamp Thing was canceled after one episode. Did you hear that?
No, I'm watching the series.
Look it up.
Wow, because I've watched more than one episode. I'm like the third one in.
Oh, really? So maybe they like canceled it early. But I remember hearing that they were, I guess, and it looked like a good show. So I don't know what's going on, but
I will say this about the DC shows: a lot of people liked Gotham when it came on television. In the beginning, I started to watch it, but it didn't catch with me. The production is kind of the same, maybe even a little bit better on the app, but I will tell you on the app, it's no holds barred. We're talking cuss words, we're talking nudity, we're talking sex, we're talking blood, gut, gore. It's the real deal. Like, they're not playing. So that's why I appreciate it, because it's kind of true to life like the comics. This is the way the movies should have been done if they're going to be done like the comic books. The comic books were gritty, and I love it. So, yeah, DC.
Okay.
Keep it up.
That's good to know.
Anything coming out of the pipeline?
Well, so this weekend, for me, it's Toy Story 4, which should make $1 million or millions of dollars because it's, the fourth Toy Story movie, and every movie has made a ton of money. And then I have to look at what's coming up afterwards, but that's really the big one. Yesterday, I don't know if you've seen any trailers for this, Chica. It's the one with the British guy who he falls over. Something happens, and he's a musician, but he's not going anywhere with his life. And then he wakes up and he plays a Beatles song, and no one's ever heard this before.
Oh, I heard about that movie. Yeah,
this is like an alternate reality where I think it looks hilarious.
Yeah, it does.
And
I don't think it's weird no one knew the song.
Yeah, right? So I wonder where they're going to take it because, now he becomes a big star.
Uh-huh.
He's having all these number one hits because he's just releasing Beatles songs. And, where can it end, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm very intrigued in that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I keep on trying to catch Ma because I'm really interested to see what Octavia Spencer did. And I know this movie's been out for just the second week. I can't seem to make the call time. What'd you say?
What about Child's Play? Are you a Chucky fan, or are you gonna check that out?
I'm not that interested. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
See these remakes, and you know what? I say this, but I'll probably look at it for curiosity because I love to eviscerate people as well. But I just don't have high hopes that it's going to be good. And then when I go to these movies, I get in and I know it's not going to be good, and if it's not good, I get mad. Because you had all this time, you had all this money and all this production, and all you did was regurgitate BS. Sorry.
Yeah.
What about Shaft? No one wants to see Shaft?
I heard he got some bad
Shaft. Shaft is another one. I'm a little skeptical. I don't know. John Singleton did the last one. I don't know. That one was good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, this one's gonna have. So is this like the son of Shaft, or
it's
Shaft,
there's three of them.
Shaft's son and Shaft's grandson.
Three Shafts.
Yeah, three Shafts.
Yeah,
the original Shafts in it as well, and Tommy.
Oh my gosh, Richard Roundtree. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that'll be. Yeah, I mean, I know it did bad in the box office. I think it opened at number 6, and it opened this weekend. So
yeah.
I think that would be good on television. It seems like that one would be good on television.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Anything else?
Yeah. I think that's it for me.
All right.
Me too.
Well, thank you as always. Let us know what to spend our money on and what not to. But have a great week, and we'll talk next Monday.
All right.
Sounds good.
Right back after this.
What you know about a guy MC? Sipping the yak and them bottles of Hennessy. I have no fear but love for my enemies. I knew this like a new bitch, so remember me. I part shit like Moses, that's the end of the sea. Pop out live like a vending machine. And I'm new and I'm trending the scene. Ay, I'm no Osiris to the shit, you're pretending to be me. MGS live like a LSW. Pop, pop, yeah we trouble you. Glass of scotch coughing out that BMW. Pop, pop, yeah we under you. Marvel Comics, yeah, we bring the thunder too. Thor cock the hammer, that's what I'm finna done to you. We branch out and none of raw, ton to wonder you. And I'm a motherfucking guy here in this Condrum school. Yeah. Hey, sing it. Yeah. We never told ya. verse 2, mellow. I'm living lavish, you feel the hunger, dude? The eye of horror scattered in my younger views. We ruffle you, we taking over like cocaine and baking soda. You can remain Jehovah, the game is over. We plain selling soldier, my name is Hover. The range is roller, we spray the rover. Maintain the cobra, my God suffers on a mission. And I ain't staying sober, my diamonds glistening. I'm in that prime position, that 9 milli clap like an encore. Shatter that face and all that contour. LA, baby, yeah, you know we on tour. California, baby, yeah, having a ball. No Dr. Dre, no Snoop, just Alizé. We in that coupe sipping on grandma special soup. Illuminati through my body at the party on Bacardi. Kamikaze, have it largely, caviar in my scenario. Yeah, I put on for my city, I put on for my team, I put on for my state. Yeah, it's a pity if you go against. We living great, like a Rockefeller, like Kennedy, we getting cake. Faded to be the king, yeah, we gon' let it ring. We gon' let that choir sing, yeah, MGS.
Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Hey, Ron Cosby, how you feeling?
Stephen Knight, happy Monday. Stephen Knight, happy Monday.
Happy Monday. How are you?
Great.
That's good. That's
First
good.
day of my summer classes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My last 2 classes, and I will have this second master's degree. And
that's awesome.
6 weeks away. 6 weeks away. So
wow.
This is going to be crazy. These 6 weeks are going to be intense.
Oh, I can imagine.
It's, in essence, it's a 16-week, it's like a regular semester, a regular fall or spring semester, but it's condensed into 6 weeks.
Okay.
So just imagine, it's just going to be twice as much work in a smaller, in a shorter span of time.
Right. You'll make it work.
Oh yeah, always. Speaking of making it work, though, did you see them Raptors? They went ahead and just closed.
Oh my God, yeah. The thing was, I was going for the Warriors, but when they won, I was actually happy for them. What I had decided, they could win as long as they went to Game 7. I just wanted to go to Game 7. It didn't end up that way, but I was happy for them once they won. But did you hear what happened today?
The trades, yeah.
Well, I'm talking about the shooting out there. I'm talking about the shooting. They had the parade today, and they started shooting out there. It's crazy.
Okay. Can I just say this? Folks talking about, I want to leave America and I'm gonna move to Canada and I'm gonna live in Toronto because there ain't no crime, there ain't no drama, yes, it is.
Yeah, they had shooting it was about 15 minutes ago. Well, I'm sorry. It's at 3 p.m. Eastern time. It was reported 15 minutes after that. But yeah, they were shooting.
So this is kind of like breaking news.
Yeah.
It's happening now. Like it's kind of fluid.
It says in the video, and you can go to our Instagram, the Stephen Knight Show. It says in the video you can see people fleeing the area, searching for a safe place. Raptors play-by-play announcer Matt Delvin reportedly grabbed the mic and told the crowd to stay calm while officials respond to emergency. It's unclear if there are any injuries that have been reported.
I mean, isn't that sad? People can't.
It is sad, right? Because Drake's out there, the players are out there, the families, and then this foolishness. Yeah.
It's foolishness. It's foolishness. This is going. I'm telling you, they are going to stop doing these parades.
Yeah,
people are really going to mess it up. Like, because these players have their families with them, their kids, and I don't see them putting their family's life in jeopardy for some foolishness.
Exactly.
And not only that, me as a parent or just me as a human being, I don't want to put myself out there. Also, my children,
right. It's true.
These large crowds, I'm just it's sad, but you got to think twice about it.
You do.
But it's effed up that somebody or somebody's plural wanted to do. Well, not wanted to, actually did it. So I'm hoping that no one was seriously injured.
Right. Yeah.
And, that's crazy. That's crazy. But on a lighter note, though, again, Raptors, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
I mean, y'all are a great team. Like, they ball.
They did, but you know what? If those injuries, I think it would have been a little bit, because they give it up to the Warriors. They held their own. You know what I mean? Despite the injuries and the height difference. You know what I mean? They
falling like flies.
Yeah.
The Warriors. I mean, it's like every day somebody hurt.
I felt so bad for KD.
I did too, and I felt also for Clay.
Clay too. Yeah,
been in there. That would have been. In all actuality, I think it would have went to.
Because then he had like 20-something points before he got hurt, I believe.
Clay had 30.
He had 30 points. Okay, yeah, okay, 30. Yeah, he was balling. Yeah,
balling.
Mm-hmm.
And just that freak, he landed freaking.
Oh my God! Yeah.
I want to say that Danny Green.
He didn't do it on purpose. No, you could tell he didn't do it on purpose.
It was not on purpose.
No, he was playing aggressive defense.
I would not have, Clay had a step on him. Once you are airborne and you as a defensive player is not airborne, and you're not going to be able to actually make a let him just...
Yeah, because it's going to be a foul anyway. Right, exactly.
Let him get his 2 points. Yeah, don't...
Which ended up being a foul.
That's the only issue that I had with the play as far as with Danny Green. It was not dirty.
Right.
I think that as a pro athlete to another pro athlete, bro, I know that you might, me trying to foul you, whatever, and you're in the air going fast, you might land crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to do that. You already got a step on me.
Right.
I'm not going to stop you. You already got it. You are airborne. You running full speed. You're in the air. I'm trying to catch up. All I can do is foul you.
Right.
And just let them get the 2 points.
Yeah.
Let them get it. It's all good. And you're not a bad defensive player for letting that happen. You're not soft. I let up on a play. No, it's Anyway, but again, Danny Green, I'm not coming down on you, whatever. But that was sad. That was once that happened, it was like, okay, that game match. It was over. It was, even if the Warriors would have won that game, they would have been literally limping.
Right.
In Game 7. And
I
think the Raptors would.
I think they would have lost in Game 7, but I just wanted to get to Game 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But what? Okay, first of all, Drake's curse is now broken.
Right.
The curse.
Mm-hmm.
But also, Ron's curse is now broken.
Yep.
I said that the Raptors were going to win. They won. And also, I said that the St. Louis Blues were going to win the Stanley Cup.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they won.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. It's broken. It's officially broken.
It's broken.
Okay. All right. But, yeah, so you're cool with the Warriors losing and everything?
I mean, I didn't love it, but I'm happy for the Raptors.
What did you think about this whole situation now? People are mad at the Warriors. It's so funny. Prior to KD playing in Game 5, people were mad at him for not playing.
Oh,
he
yeah.
Then he plays balls out of control.
Yeah, I mean, he came out there ready. Yeah.
I mean, he was. Yeah. If he and Clay would have, they would have beat.
They would have. Yeah, they would have won.
They would have won the series.
Because I was thinking, because they were saying they were going to play KD as needed in spurts. You know what I mean? But he came out there. He came out there, and he was on fire.
Bruh, he was on fire. He was like, yeah, I am all that.
Yep.
And some more. And I'm one of the best players in the world.
Right.
And he proved it.
And he proved it.
But what do you think? Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. But what do you think about people saying that he... Okay, initially he was soft, whatever, but after he got hurt, now they're turning on the management of the Warriors.
No, I think that ultimately it was his decision to make. You know what I mean? And I can imagine him being, an athlete, a star athlete, and you're in the you're in the finals. You want to play. If you can play, you want to play. And so I think that it spoke to his character that he did play. But I will say, Michelle said that she thought that he shouldn't have played because it could have ruined his career. But I think it's something that competitiveness in you. Your team is here. You want to win. You want to win that championship. And I think that it's his decision. Now, if they forced him to play, which I doubt they did, I could see some of the backlash, but ultimately it's his decision. You know what I mean? And I think that he did it the way he wanted to. And it's unfortunate he got hurt, but he had surgery I think like the next day, so hopefully he'll recover. He'll put in time before the next season, and he can recover and come out kicking butt like he did.
Right.
But what do you think?
And this was a different. This was not the same.
It wasn't the same injury, right?
People, yeah, I think people initially assumed that he re-injured.
Right.
The same.
This was his Achilles heel.
Aggravated the same injury, and it wasn't. This was a totally different injury.
Absolutely.
So, it was just. It just happened.
It just happened.
I mean, it just happened. Dude that was guarding him didn't even really touch. Like it was just.
No.
It just happened.
Yeah.
It was just it was really a freak.
It was. Yeah.
It was just a freak,
I agree.
Freak thing. It was almost like a ghost was. Anyway, it was weird.
Yeah, it was
crazy. It was crazy. So, but Kevin's he seems to be in good spirits.
Yeah.
Considering the situation.
Yeah.
And he has 1 year to just rehab, get stronger, and he'll be fine.
Exactly.
He'll be fine.
And I'm glad it happened at the end of the season as opposed to mid-season or early mid-season.
Or the beginning.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. That is true. That is true.
The speedy recovery
so
to him.
You heard about? Right. So did you hear about the trade?
I didn't. You were about to say something about that. Go ahead. What happened?
Yeah. Lakers, man. They let your boy go to the Pelicans.
Oh yeah, Anthony.
For Anthony Davis. Yeah. So the Lakers get Anthony Davis for what is that boy? Ball look la one of the elbow Lamar. No, that's his daddy. The Lakers. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Him, the ball boy. Not LeVar. His daddy is it LeVar? Lamar?
Yeah, I think his dad's LeVar.
Yeah.
I know you. It's on tip of my tongue, but go ahead.
Trail. Anyway, yeah, him, and old boy who played at Duke, Ingram, and somebody else. It was a three or four player move. So, what do you think about that? Good.
I remember. Well, they were saying they were saying they were going to bring Anthony Davis. I heard that rumor for a while. It'll be curious because.
But did you think that they would have gotten rid of Ball since Ball all the hype with his like
LeVar Ball?
What do you think about
that? Well, he's saying he's happy he got traded.
Oh, okay.
That's what he's saying here. But you could say that it's easy to say it have to get traded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We supposed to say. Well, yeah, he's saying that he is happy. I don't know. What do you think?
You know what? Lonzo Ball, that's his name.
Mm-hmm.
Lonzo.
His dad's LeVar. Yeah, okay.
His dad is LeVar,
Mm-hmm.
and that says a lot. That people know his dad more than they know him.
Exactly.
Like the name.
Because his dad stay in the headlines talking out of junk.
He's in the headlines today. Like he just. Anyway, I think that this might actually end up being a good trade for Lonzo because it gets him out of the big market, out of the LA.
Yeah, that's true.
He can get to New Orleans and really just focus on the game and not all the drama and all the antics.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe he can distance himself from his father.
Right.
Because I don't see his father doing all that in the New Orleans market. Like I don't see them having that. Like that's just not going to play well there.
Mm-hmm.
And his dad seemed like he's very LA, Hollywood. He's almost like a Donald Trump kind of a guy. Just
right.
Like Carnival Barker, kind of a circus guy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so maybe he'll stay in LA and cut up and whatever, and Lonzo can be in New Orleans and just focus on getting better.
Right. Yeah.
This could be good. This could be good for him. So I wish him all the best.
Yeah.
But he just wasn't working to me in LA.
LA, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't it wasn't working. So we'll see. But Anthony Davis, LeBron James, oh yeah, this is gonna be.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
now
true.
all they need is a point guard.
Right.
A nice solid point guard.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't need anybody flashy. Just a quality point guard. Somebody solid. Somebody quality that can actually make an open jump shot. That can score.
Right. Make moves.
But doesn't have to score 25 points a game. Just score.
Yeah.
Just score. Get you 12 to 15 points a game and get those passes. Run that break. That's all. So we'll see. It's not over. Lakers are still going to be making more moves.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is just
the beginning. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Most definitely.
But that's all I got in sports, man. Like,
all right.
I got to check on the whole shooting situation of
Toronto.
That's crazy. That's like breaking news.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got, bro.
All right. Well, Aaron, as always, thank you for your insight, Ron's perspective, and good luck with your first day of summer classes.
Thank you, sir. Will do.
All right. Right back after this.
Music machine. Lyrics.
This that bang right here, K.
Yeah, boy.
Word. Look.
Do you think?
Look. The product of housing tenements. Try blending with the innocent. It's to the moon like we chasing stars. Drinks in the air, we about to raise the bar. High Valerian can speak it, then can't eat with us. Dwayne Martin, these is just some seat fillers. Teach, level up, there, see the growth. Cryptocurrency, bitcoins to who need the most. Look. Was quick to want squeeze the toast. These days, got my bread till I see a loaf. Greedy, couple plates, we gon' eat the most. Point game, if we trail, at least we keep it close. Sipping toast, sipping in moderation. It was written in a proclamation. My obligation to the fairest the will. Give food for thought till they cherish the meal. Swerving and pill. Chicks, notice the squad. I ain't talking foreign exchange when I study abroad. Know the facade. Got us lunching up an Olive Garden. Talking about portfolios and profit margins. We done finally reached the pinnacle. Without compromising the principles. Life good, overseas, different interviews. Back then, used to do it for the minimal. We done finally reached the pinnacle. Without compromising the principles. Life good, overseas, different interviews. Back then, used to do it for the minimal. Deep slumber, sleep till we see numbers. In a vision, seen it like Steve Wonder. Each summer hit a monetary apex. Lifestyle's much more than having safe sex. Strategic talk, do
dudes who don't play chess. That's starving, only getting a taste test. Put the thesaurus, finish wines and poured it. Learn the game from ballers that stay scoreless. Rap my, we paint portraits. Spitting riddles like we socially awkward. Pyrex jaws to the corporate office. Catapulted movements was flawless. We about to take a sabbatical. Got the brand, the crown's just collateral. We patrolling different avenues. Life's a bitch, used to wanna marry you. Look, it's kinda hard to think practical. Figure simple to new rational. Lack of aptitude, now me down to Georgia Shore. Authoritative, if you spill it, then it's word be law. Coded language, shit you never heard before. Verbal onslaught, like, what do you wanna hurt me for? Dig, I'm a lyrical enthusiast. Mumble rap, me these niggas with a crucifix. We used to listen with exuberance. Think they bars coming from a lack of tutelage. Throwing jabs like a pugilist. Not the best, I suggest you go review your list. We done finally reached the pinnacle. Without compromising the principles. Life good, overseas, different interviews. Back then, used to do it for the minimum. We done finally reached the pinnacle. Without compromising the principles. Life good, overseas, different interviews. Back then, used to do it for the minimum. We're finally here. Talk to him, K. We're finally here. Boy, lyrics, man. K Black the music machine. We're finally here. Feeling this. We're finally here. Oh yeah.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the First Lady Faith Evans, and you're listening to the Stephen Knight Show.
Well, that's our show. I want to thank tonight's guest, Intellect, for joining us tonight. I want to thank you all for listening. Hope you have a great week. We'll talk again next Monday. Peace. Good night.
Tonight it's all eyes on me. Everything's gonna be